What's up, guys? Dawson Widrick Nerdy in many ways, and yes, I got some new toys. I got some cool new stuff to help me out, give me a clearer voice to help speak to you guys, as well as just get rid of some of that fuzz in the background of a lot of my videos. So very excited to use this stuff. And with this, I just kind of want to talk about two movies that I've been really thinking a lot about lately that came out almost 2 decades ago, if you can believe that, that I feel like are really overlooked and aren't talked about enough, especially in an age where we love animated stuff. It's a very popular genre of entertainment, and I feel like there's these two movies that I want to talk about today that really don't get enough attention. And these movies were made 2 years apart. The first one's Titan AE, which some of you may remember. It was made in 2000, and it starred Matt Damon, Bill Pullman, who was the president in Independence Day, featuring Will Smith, and also Drew Barrymore was in this movie. And these guys did great voice acting for this. And spoilers ahead for the stories of these two movies I'm going to be talking about. First, again, Titan AE. And so if you haven't seen these movies that I mentioned, just go ahead and click out of it, but go ahead and watch them. They're great films. And Titan AE is a movie that I grew up watching a lot when I was younger. I remember we had the VHS of it, and I just loved this movie. And the basic concept is that it's about, I'd say, probably 300 years in the future. Mankind has really excelled in technology. We've come in contact with alien life forms, and alien life forms live on the planet Earth. And basically, the concept is that there's this alien species known as the Dredge, who starts to see the human race as basically a threat because of all the advancements they have made and the intergalactic relations they've formed. And so basically the Dredge come, and then these like energy beings. It's a very cool concept of an alien that really I don't feel like has ever really been used before. And they basically obliterate Earth. Like, the Earth is completely destroyed. Of course, humans escape the Earth in different escape pods and ships and basically become intergalactic refugees. And the main character of this story, Kale, who is again voiced by Matt Damon, is the son of one of the lead military officials that was the head over this special machine called the Titan. And now what the Titan is in this story is this giant machine that's basically the epitome of their technological advancements in the human race. And basically what it does is it can terraform a new version of Earth. And because as humankind expanded, these scientists in this film knew that eventually there'd be a threat of intergalactic war. And so they decided to make this machine that if it ever came to it, that they could terraform another Earth again for themselves. But once the Earth was destroyed, the Titan kind of was just lost. It flew off into the far depths of space and was lost until Kale discovers the map to its location. So basically the rest of the movie is just a race against time, because the Dredge also find out about its location. So they're basically racing against the Dredge as well as some other humans who basically are being paid off by the Dredge to destroy it, or for the humans' sake to reclaim it and to terraform their own planet and win the war against the Dredge. And so it's a fantastic movie. Now, that's not saying that it hasn't aged well, because it hasn't. Some of the 3D animation in this film, it does look very 2000s-ish. You can definitely tell it was made in the early 2000s. But it's still a very fun movie that I thoroughly enjoyed watching for a long time. And in fact, I still enjoy watching it today, despite some of its aging problems. And now, I mentioned before that there was going to be two movies that I was talking about. The second one kind of fits in the same science fiction category. And many people will recognize this as one of the most underrated Disney movies ever made. And this is Treasure Planet. Now, some of you might not agree, but it's fine. But in my opinion, I feel like Treasure Planet was, despite the fact being based off of a classic story called Treasure Island, it's one of the most original things that Disney has done in a long time. Because, of course, besides Frozen, of course, and kind of Tangled, but basically what Disney did here is they took this old classic tale and mixed it with science fiction, clashing the cool concepts of sailboats and space, which I thought was really cool. I thought it was a really cool idea, and I thought it turned out well, but I guess not a whole lot of people did in the end. But basically, this movie had a lot of great actors too. It had Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who you might know him from the Dark Knight trilogy, or you might know him from Third Rock from the Sun. And you also had Emma Thompson, who's just been in tons of movies over the years, most recently in a couple of the Men in Black movies. Joseph Gordon-Levitt stars as the main character, Jim Hopkins, who basically he's the son to a lone mom. His dad left a long time ago, and he's been kind of suffering for it ever since. And basically, the concept is there's this ancient space pirate treasure that's buried somewhere, just tons and tons of gold, enough to make someone wealthy for multiple lifetimes. And this all kind of basically is like a myth for a long time, just a kind of bedtime story that people would tell their kids. In fact, it's a bedtime story that Jim's mom tells him before he goes to bed and earlier on in the film. And basically, in the film, Jim Hopkins actually discovers this special orb, or it's given this special orb from this pirate that holds the location of the planet that this ancient treasure is buried on. And so basically, Jim gets on this ship and ends up on this big journey across the galaxy with some many cool characters that I thoroughly enjoyed, and some kind of more annoying characters, kind of Jar Jar like characters. But overall, it's a very fun movie, and honestly, it has one of my favorite Disney soundtrack songs ever, and that's the song "I'm Still Here" by John Resnick. I believe that's how you pronounce his name, and that's actually the lead singer of the Goo Goo Dolls. If you've never heard that song, definitely give it a listen. It's a fantastic song, and I really think it really boosted the scene that it was in this film. So that's the end of my video, but I want to make some really quick announcements real fast. Some really exciting things are happening. Now, you might remember a couple months ago, I released my first comic book that I've ever illustrated, the story Savage, The Legend of Blue Raven, or at least the first volume of that. That's still available on Amazon. You can get that down in the description down below. But also, we have another comic book coming up. It's the first of another series called A Tale of Three. The story is written by my older brother, Asher Weidrich, and of course illustrated by yours truly. And another thing, we have another story. My dad wrote his first novel called Balls Out. Odd title, but once you read the story, you understand. It's basically the story of a 8-man football team, a very small school football team in Southeast Colorado that my dad had the privilege of coaching for a couple of years, and just the special memories that he made with those players and the special seasons that they had. And so definitely check that out. And with that, I'll see you guys later.